Alright, this is just a simple card on how to do a Venn diagram in Word, right? This is my Word document. No, yeah, so as a simple, this is one I did just now on the recording, unfortunately poor. So let's delete that. Now the first thing you need to do, we need our rectangles and our circles. So go to insert in Word, go to shapes, and look for the rectangle, right? The rectangle, however big you want it. Big you want to do it, small, big, however. Alright, let's go like this. I can move it how I want. Put it in the center. Now I don't want this sheet in here, so it's already on the format. Right, you need to be on the format, drawing tools format. Once the rectangle is selected and I go to fill, I can change the color. But I don't want any color, so I put no fill. Right, outline, this is the shape outline. Right, the lines outside. I can change any color, but I'll just choose black. Right, good. And there's the rectangle, the first part of it diagram. The next thing you can do is the circles, right? You can put circles right here. You want to same circle, right? And draw the circle as big as you want. Click, right? Hold, you click and draw the circle. Same with your rectangle. Have this one circle here. Let me make this a bit bigger. Right? One circle. I can copy this and paste it back. And I have two circles, right? Good. Now I want this. I don't want the color again. I don't want the color, so format, fill, no fill. Now there's a trick I use to format both stuff at the same time. I just click, hold shift and then click on the other one. Yeah, shift, hold shift, click on it, right, left click on it, hold shift and then click on the other one, and you can format them both at the same time. You need to format them both at the same time. So no fill, and I want the shape outline to be black. Right, shift, holding shift and clicking allows you to select more than one thing at one time, right? So yeah, so click on it. I want the two circles intersecting like this, put them like nice and neatly together, and that's the part of the Venn diagram. So here you have your Venn diagram. Now let's label it. Right, let's get in the other labeling. So insert, go to text box. Right, you can go here to text box and go to draw text box, or you can go back to shapes and press right here. This is the text box, and you just put your text box here. I want to label you. I just put you. Right. Your text box might come out with a fill. Right, it might come out like this with a white fill inside. This is the default text box. Now I don't want the fill, so I click on it and I go to shape fill, no fill, so that everything I can see through it. Right, with the fill, if I put the fill white, it blocks out the line. You can put it like that. I don't like it like that. This was my personal preference. So yeah, no fill for me. You, that's you. I don't want the outline there neither. So I go to format. I click on the text box. Go to format, shape outline, no outline. Right, and that's it there. Now I want to put in my numbers in my Venn diagram. Actually, let me label the two circles first. I can click on this same text box here and copy it, paste it back, so it's the same format as this text box. And I can go to this, click P, label this one P, right? Or I can go back to insert, shapes, and click on the text box, insert my text box here, right? And label this one key, right? But if you noticed, I can make this bigger so they can see the entire queue. Right, good. If you notice, it comes with this outline. We don't want that. I don't want that. Right, so shape outline, no outline. You can set the default if you have a nice text box setting that you want to keep using the same text box setting all the time. You don't. You can either copy and paste the same thing and then replace the stuff inside. Right, I can change it to E, and so I don't have to keep clicking no fill, come back here and click on it, draw text box, click no, change the format back to outline and no fill. You can just copy and paste the text box you already drew with the format that you want. Another thing you can do is set the text box to default. So I want this text box, it doesn't have no outline or no fill, and I can set it as a default text box. So when I go and I draw my text box, it's the default, right? It's the default one. Right, I don't know why the outline doesn't work, but it does. That does help. Does default the format of the text box to whatever you set it to. Right? So now we have the components of the Venn diagram labeled. Let's add in our numbers. Right? Same, I'm using text boxes. Again, I don't want to type them on anything. Text box. Let's say 12. Enter. I press enter. 33. Enter. 4. Right? Or I can list them out like this: 12, 33, 44. Right? If you notice the thing is going like that, is because the text box is small. I can enlarge it like this. Right? And put it like this, make it a bit smaller, and I could list it like this. I can put it like this inside the thing. I don't like outline, so shape, no outline, and I just drop it in there like that. Or if you want to have it like a list, you can press enter. Right, and you would have to make this longer. Right, you can press enter and put it like a list. Right, but yeah, I make this longer. Now this is way too much space between each number, so I just need to highlight the, click on the text box, highlighting the text box, go to home, then go to here, this line spacing, paragraph spacing thing. That's how you edit the space between each paragraph. Right, I won't put any up one. This is the shortest one they have there, so I can make these things smaller and closer to each other. Right, let's populate the rest. Insert shape, text box, draw my text box here. Let's put 45, enter, 55, enter, 66. Right, all those numbers are there, you just can't see them. I need, because the text box is automatically set to that line spacing. Right, I don't like this line spacing. I can highlight it like this and then change it, go to home and change the line spacing right here to 1, or I can just click on the text box and change it to 1. Right, or you can highlight this stuff inside. Now I smallen this here. I don't like the outline. So I go to shape, outline, right on the format, drawing tools format, no outline, and I have my tool thing. Let's populate the center now. Twenty-three can't fit. Sometimes when you write a number, you notice that the number isn't there, like only 2. I put 23, that's not only 2 are showing up, is because the text box is too small. So you just gotta come here and open it a bit bigger, so you can see the numbers. Right, maybe horizontally or vertically downwards to see the other stuff. Right, good. Again, I don't like the outline, so I go to shape, outline, no outline, and that's how I got the thing. Another trick is, when you're doing this, you might wanna draw another Venn diagram over in your book. Right, what you can do is hold shift. Again, shift allows you to copy, select more than one thing at a time. I can press shift, click on this circle, click on this circle, click on the rectangle, and press format, go to format, go to group. Right, and this groups them together, so when I move it, I'm moving the entire circle. Right, and the entire thing, so it becomes one image. I just created one image by drawing 2 circles inside and a rectangle, grouping them as one image. That's what the group function there is for. So I can just have my Venn diagram like that. If I want, I can click on the, also add the labels into the group. Right, and go to format and group. Remember, I'm holding shift all the time, so now I can move it like this, have it as a group. So I can now, is one group now. I can press copy. I can just click on the rectangle. I'm selecting everything that I would have grouped, press copy, then paste, and I have a new Venn diagram fresh for my next problem. Right, and I can click on the, I can still click on the letters and edit each individual group, each individual component in this group. Right, so I can leave the U, and let's say the next one is A. I can just quickly backspace and put A, click on this one, backspace and put B, and that's how I quickly do another Venn diagram. So all you need to do is get the first Venn diagram out of the way with the tedious stuff, drawing the circle and so on, and then group the don't group the numbers, you don't need the numbers in, just group the circle, the 2 circles. Alright, let me ungroup this. I just need to group the circle. Right, you just need to group the circle, the other circle, shift, I'm holding shift, group the circle, the other circle. If you want, you can put the labels as well. You label the rectangle and the other label, and just format, go to format, go on the group, and just group them, right? And that's how you do a Venn diagram in Word, right? I'm going to save this. I'm not going to